Hello, welcome back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so said, yeah. Apparently, I can't talk. Anyways, so yeah, we're kind of just back in Minecraft. I figured, we'll jump back into this, do a little bit more work before we should probably, I don't know, figure out something else to do. Feels like I should. It's hard to figure out what to focus on. And Unity's, there's actually a thing where you could say like, you could say -5. Oops, I swear you can say -5,000. But apparently the canvas doesn't want to come. Um, the canvas is. Oh, I think you have to switch this to a world space canvas, and then yes, yes, and then from there, yes. So you can hit play, and then you need to say that I'm going to create a camera here, and I'm going to say that you're my UI camera, and I'm going to say that I want to uh, use the event camera here, and then that will, yes, I get that, the fact that yeah, so we need to turn off oh no, the camera. I need to say that you're this, renew the auto listener, and then you're going to be uh, depth only, and you're going to be orthographic, I guess. I feel like there's a way to set this up where, and then I want this to say be under the UI layer. Yes, change children, and I want you to display the um everything. I want this only to be nothing, and I only want to display the UI. No, sorry, UI without water. Okay, and then there's got to be a way to. Oh, is this -5,000? Okay, I feel like there's a way to do this, and I don't remember what it is. So I put you at 0 and put you at 0. Oh, and this at, yes, 0. Why do I not get my screen back? Yeah. Hmm. I feel like there's a way to do this without. God, it's been so long. Where's 5,000? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so I set this canvas to a screen space camera, and I tell it the UI camera's here. You're at here, and they say no, 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 I'm good here, and I want this to be 5,000. So now I can hit play, and then if I disable this camera, yes, and then I can say this UI element is no longer. Yeah, there we go. So now my UI is no longer interfering in my code, so I can now manage this just fine. Um, now let me open up this, and I want to say, yeah, I want to disable this, and I want to turn on Minecraft, and I want to say that your Minecraft is default, and then your stone type is that. Okay, and I hit play, and now, okay, so now, oh, um, okay, so then this camera, oh, right, because the unit space is here and the camera rig is here. And then do I need to say, yeah, the UI, here, let me say, um, let me develop a piece of, um, this is what I hate about like using libraries is really helpful in that instance where you can um, header, view, and inspector, and then this is serialized field, game object, camera object equals null, and then I want you to be on the awake. Yes. The mouse object. So this is like a thing of a singleton behavior, right? Where, um, yeah, the world mouse is a singleton behavior, and they're again on the public override awake. And there again, you do not, in this specific instance, you do not want to call the base.awake, right? This is like, um, yeah. So we do not want to call the base.awake, and I'm not sure if there's a way to tell uh, the camera object, no, instance, no, where are we at? The camera object equals camera dot game object. Again, this is actually a camera. I'm not explaining this very well, but this is a camera static. So this to me is like this world mouse is now, and then the problem here is they just want uppercase I's for this. I made a change on this singleton behavior to use the um, the instance here of the singleton pattern of that you're using a component da 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 da, and then that it's the underscore, and then this component is uppercase to signify that we're, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that, yeah, but yeah, the camera in that instance and the world mouse is the camera, yeah, is the unit camera here. Yeah, so this is the unit camera and my unit space. So now, the camera will follow me around, which is great. God, it feels like, oh, I guess it's going up and down because but the graphics, oh, the graphics are there, just not displayed. Why are they not displayed? That doesn't make any sense to me. I guess I was looking at that like, wait, what? Anyways, let me close all this. And uh, how does anybody, speaking of Minecraft, sorry to get, distracted. Um, like OX10C, right? This video game was, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to, yeah. Yeah, so as an unfinished sandbox science fiction video game previously underdeveloped by Mojang, it was announced on April 3rd, 2012 by Marcus Pearson, the creator of Notch, right? The game lead designer. The game was indefinitely postponed because found himself burned out and demotivated after so much early effort went into spending into planning and developing the game up until the point that it sucked the fun out of the project. Then stated that will instead most likely continue to work on smaller projects for the rest of his life, rekindling the reason he loves programming in the first place. Yeah, so I'm not the exact point in my time, and it's like, yeah, but yeah, this game is like, I would love to develop this game. It's like, I should really, like, this, like, is just yeah. I mean, I don't feel like I can handle the multiplayer off it, but I feel like to me, it's like this just really um, opens up the, insanity to me about, this project. And yeah, um, and and it feels like the Microsoft owns this and so they could put out this project if they wanted to. So I guess I would love to reach out to Microsoft and say, hey, can I develop this project for you guys? Um, no, give me a small team and let's see, right? I mean, it's like, I'm not trying to be Iron Monger from Iron Man, but it's like almost like, hey, Tony Stark, Marcus Peterson, you laid the last golden egg, and we're not developing it, so let's develop it. And I feel like to me, it's like it would just be, what am I? Yeah. So why do I feel like there's a third camera in the scene? Oh, because there's a camera rig here. Yeah, so I can just delete that one. Oh, here, can I undelete that camera rig? Oh, I need a directional light. Honestly, I don't need a directional light, but let's delete that out of the scene. Um, I mean, you could just turn it off and be like, oh, who cares? I don't care about lighting. That's a future problem. Okay, I guess I kind of do care about lighting. Um, but I think to me, it's like, can I don't know. I feel like I can turn down the intensity a little bit or something. Yeah, there we go. Turn down the intensity to 0.5, and then under the camera, let's do a solid color, and let's make it black, but I can make it, yeah, and then I could also maybe, oh, make my light, yeah, there we go, that looks, it's the ocean. That's what we're looking at is the ocean. I don't know, I just hate dark theme. I just can't. Yeah, so I feel like to me the data, right? If you look at the data here, we're still here, we're still using the blocks. That's why the graphics don't actually matter. But the question is why is the data not being displayed? And the reason they're not being displayed is under the blocks.cs when oh, you know what? We don't need to register the block here. Right. Okay, so we don't need to register the block anymore. That's what's happening. Yeah, we don't need to register the block anymore. Yeah, that's what's happening. Because we're self-registering the blocks and okay, well this is given key was not found. Um oh yeah, so the set tile and the set game. Yeah, so we're here. So the set game, we'll set the game type and then apply, and then you'll say da da da, and then you'll register, and then you'll set the tile, which will set the material type and apply, and then under the apply, you know, oh sorry, under the apply, yeah. So then you'll go to rename. Here, let me drop this to here, and just to here to get me my flow. Um, Yeah. So, anyways, the other thing about so about God 15 years ago, I was trying to decide for a new game to build, and I chose an RPG, and I chose Rogue specifically. So that's kind of what we're working on, really, um, for the last 20 years. Oh, sorry, my cats are having fun. But yeah, science fiction is always like it's such a toss up. And I do have this massive science fiction project that's that actually has this is but really and thinking about it in the next 10 years, I was developing I've been developing my technology to say, hey, um, this could be used for, to me it's like, it's just Minecraft in space. I mean, it's like that's all I could be working on. So and I've got some crazy ideas for to do that. But to do that, I have to have non-constraint craziness. That's what the one thing about science fiction. Um, I feel like to me it's like a maybe the 10C is a joke on that, and the problem becomes is the floats. Which I wonder if we have that project. Let's see if I can. You want to take a history through the history annals of history? Um, um, God, where can I find that? Mm, mm, looking for a very specific project, and I probably can't find it. Was it a GitHub project? No. I've lost so much in my life. Was it a let's just call it float. Let me just put here, go here, and just look up the word float. Um, yeah, and then we'll let that work in the background when we continue to adjust for things. Why is this? Is this log? I guess it's these project files, right? The package manager. I collected a I don't know. I guess not. Here, let me say that's in the project, and I swear there was a log. Yeah, this doesn't feel like a log. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. God, I really need to like I really need to like take this console, right, and put it out here and do this and be able to look at it like this, I guess. And then from here I can say, okay, well this is obviously and the block's 51. And okay, so when you set the tile, yeah, but you're setting the tile. So this is called from the test Minecraft. Oh, when you're creating the block. Yeah, why are you setting the tile here? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Yeah, create the tile here. No, no, no. I don't. No, 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 no. Because to me, when you're creating the block, you're setting the tile here, which is setting this to the grass tile instead of block, right? Which is setting the material type here instead of trying to access it through yeah. So now oh God, now can I not? I think I can just move this over here onto okay. Okay, Micaiah, come back, Micaiah, come back to me. Yeah. And then if I put this over here, I accidentally closed it instead of, if I click this button instead of closing it, yeah, so we should be able to get a lot more screen space. And again, like that's to me is like we were talking about this VR project. Yeah, so now we're back, and we've stopped that from happening. Now we actually don't need the blocks in the scene. Oops. No, no, no. We need the UI. We do need the test Minecraft because it has the block prefab. It has the ground plane, which we eliminated. And then I feel like to me, are we going to get errors? No, okay, we're good. So this creates the blocks and the game 16 for us. And then this is, yeah, sets the game type to us. And I feel like to me, yeah, you can't change that, but under the game 16, right? Under the game 16, well, I guess you could, it's just under test Minecraft, right? No, under game 16, right? So you could say, I'm going to eliminate this, and then I'm going to say that your slab, right? And now it should, every time I boot up the game, it should, have a set, that setting being saved. So now hopefully you're into slabs. Yeah, so we're into slabs now. And I think that's great. So, by the way, if it wasn't clear, I've had this working before. But yeah, but now, see, this is actually on the 0th plane always. So now we really kind of need to say, this is actually, at some point, I kind of need to say under my UI, let's up this up to here. Let's put this up to here. Let's put this up to here. This will be good here. Um, yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you're watching my live stream, then you could, yeah, um, yeah. So we have this hit dot point here, and we debug.log the hit. So, and we do mouse to ray on the 3D. So this camera, oh God, um, this camera can handle, this piece of code can handle orthographic cameras. but I feel like my game can't. Because the UI here is set to, no, it's set to orthographic, but yeah. Well, okay, so it should be able to, but I feel like because my camera is set back to -3, yeah, set that to 0. Hmm. Yeah, we're not seeing anything. Oh, oh, but these don't have colliders on them, right? No, they do. They have this box collider. So yes. So this, yeah. So this is what I'm trying to accomplish, right? So if I hit this collider, I know I'm on this block space geo, right? So I'm in this block space geo, and at some point I should just say, we need to now say, okay, um, under Minecraft, under, um, we need to create a folder here called blocks, right? So let's create a folder called blocks. And then we're going to create something called block geo. And we're going to create something called block. Create a C# script. We'll call this block. I think I should call it block SO. I guess we'll call it block SO. It's the question of we're going to do a scriptable object for every block. Um, and the answer is no, we're not going to, but and then we also need the oh, what happened to my search is gone. Okay, whatever. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Oh no. Oh wow. So this is no float variable. Yeah, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. It's this project file here. Let me open this file location. Open folder location. Yeah. God, is it gone? No. Oh no, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so let me copy this. Go to hub and let me oh, this is a, let's see, what is this? You're not 2020. Yeah, so it's just Micaiah Stevens. Yeah, so this is just Micaiah Stevens. That's me, I think. Matt Mirrorfish. Yay! Oh my god, it's Matt Mirrorfish! He's a Unity uh, instructor, if you haven't guessed it. He actually is coming out with this new game, and it's like, I don't know. Whoops. Sorry. So we want to add. No, I guess we already added this. So I feel like to me, we could just downgrade this project and it will be okay. Um, yeah, Unity's not terrible, but yeah, let's. Okay, so yeah, so we got this block. So essentially, we're trying to expand out and move our blocks into this. So this is our game object for our block space. It manages the block scriptable object, which is our data, and it will intercept our physics to decide which tile to display and interact with. Yeah, so it's like so that's kind of what this is supposed to be. And then this is going to be part of the graphics mono geo. So essentially, all blocks will eventually pull from that and we'll be fine. Oh, here, let me say, yeah. So this is kind of annoying. It just pops up and says, hey, you sure you want to You just told me that I want you to change this editor, but it's like, are you sure you want to change this editor? It's like, yes, I'm sure. I told you so. Uh, Yeah, I feel like that the difference for me and between me, well, with Notch is he's comfortable writing his own engine, and he's like done everything in multiplayer. And I mean, the guy's like insane, right? I'm not saying I'm the future Notch. I'm not saying I ever could be the future Notch. I am just insane in amount of code and work, and yeah, and I don't have any money, so yeah, that's my only problem. So if Notch hired me, be like, oh, sweet man, yeah. Okay. Wow. What are we doing here? Okay. Yeah. So we need to. Yeah. So this. Yeah. And I don't know. This project might say I'm an idiot, or it might say I'm insane. I think it will probably say both. So let's get rid of that. I think we have to. I think we just have to reboot the project. Basically, in the downgrade, it like is looks like it's complaining about collab. So we might have to destroy the pipeline. Yeah, so and I don't know, I'm just cleaning out all the garbage. I don't know why I'm OCD about cleaning up garbage. Um, yeah, see, I don't need this collaboration. There's no collaboration. Oh, and I do want to update the Video Studio Editor. And I probably should update all the packages, right? I don't know why I've never used Timeline officially, and I've never used oh yeah, you can't do that. You can actually click update all in the 2023, but I mean, it's so I get all excited. I'm like, well, if I was to see, I was dreaming about that once. I'm like, hey, I'm a business major, and understand the some of the tech industry, and I'd be like, okay, Unity, it's like, sorry, John, you're gone. But I'd be like, okay, Unity, what are you whining about? But I'd be like, oh yeah, this is just some kind of crappy. Um, let me, yeah, let me close that. But I'd be like, okay, Unity, I'm Micaiah Stevens. I'm your UCO. They're like, what's your first request? And I'd be like, well, in 2019, I'm stuck in 2019 and I hate it. I want to be in 2023. So in the new 2023, I want you to get rid of the stupid bar as an option. We're going to set it by default, right? And we're just going to get rid of that stupid thing. Yeah. So why do we like look how simple this is? It's a a prefab with a text element, and that's it. And it's got a scene and a game manager, and that's it. And Unity's still like, I don't know, I can't manage that. My library Lab is broken. Like, who cares if you're, like, why are you showing me? I mean, I'd probably be number two. Like, what that? Why are you showing me this? I don't care. Like, as a programmer, I simply don't care that your Visa Meta whatever garbage is here. So it's like now I got to go debug. Like, I don't care um that you're you know as an end user, I don't I really wish I did care, and maybe as a developer that really is like into some of this stuff, um I probably should care. And but then again, if I worked at Microsoft or Unity, or I don't know, one of these, yeah, so I just want to delete. God, what do I want to do? The project is project settings, I don't know, temp. Oh, delete it all. Yeah, delete it all. I'm sure that won't cause me any problems. Oh, here, let me cancel, cancel. Oh, okay. Well, okay. I can just recreate the project, right? It's open. Yeah, it's open. That's why. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Let me delete the library because this is all. Yeah, there we go. There we go. This is all I care about. I mean, just this, right? This is my. I mean, there again, the next thing I'd say is, why do we have TechNet Pro? Like, why is that a thing? Like, do I care about TextMesh Pro? Yes. Do I need to know that there's a file that sucks up folders? No, I honestly don't. Anyway, so I'd say, get rid of that pop-up, right? Is like what I'd say. Oh, now it's saying, no, it's before. And I was like, well, yeah, I get that, but yeah. anyways, I'd just say, hey, let's turn that into an option. And yes, you could turn it on by default if you want to, but I'm so I so hate that so much that that's honestly why I'm. And then again, I feel like I'm going to go into an interview. Why are you not using 2023? It sucks. Well, why? Because it has a pop-up that stops me from developing. And again, like this pop-up is necessary. Okay, this pop-up is necessary, but that's not necessary every time I get that you're doing something, but only do that. Now it's like every time I do anything in Unity, it pops up and says, "Oh my God, you're doing something dumb," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not trying to." Okay, so will this work? Yeah. Okay, so this is a very simple project. Are we in full screen? Yeah, I think we're in full screen. Okay, so here it is. Press here to or page up to raise value. So click here, moving floor up to zero point 0.1, moving down. Okay, and then bam, error. Well, why is there an error? Because I'm raising the value. Acknowledge test. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, I guess you reset the test. So, um, oh, ban error again. Okay, acknowledge test. And moving down. I'm gonna move down. Oh, error again. Acknowledge test. Right? It's like, oh my god. Right? So it's like, oh yeah. And here's the automatic one. Do 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 do. Not touching anything. And it's like, okay. Oh, error. Acknowledging error. So what's happening and why is an interesting dilemma here. So to me, it's like, but as a developer, as a programmer, let's think about what's happening, right? So the premise of my test is like, okay, so I have this value, right? 0.6F or 0.5F, and I want to raise that value up by 0.1F, right? So, I mean, and there again, let's open up our calculator, 0.6, and I want to say 0.1, right? And I'm going to say, if I had an AI to do this, this calculator could do this forever. And right, oh my God, I can hold it down, right? So to me, are we ever going to see an error in, oh, no. Okay, minus 0.1, minus 0, oh, minus 0.1. Okay. And okay, let's do that. Will this calculator ever fail? And the answer is no, it should never fail. Let's say 0.01 plus minus here, minus, sorry. Here, let me get back to 0.6 minus 0.01. And there again, like, I mean, if this is this ever going to fail? And the answer is no, it will never fail. Math never fails when you apply it correctly, right? It's like, and then, oh, point, and there again, let's say zero point 0.01. Like, okay, I could do this, right? I could do this forever, you know? And this is like our time dot delta time is based on this very concept, right? Minus 0.01. Yeah, and there again, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's correct. I don't care. I mean, I just need to know that that number is doing the right thing that it should be doing, and and the calculator's doing. So when you run this test, to me, it's like, I guess I can't. Can I hold? Can I? I'm trying to hit page up and page down. I guess I can't hold it. So yeah, okay. Acknowledge the test. Yep, resets. Good. Yeah, and then here we're just, yeah, this one's just like randomly throwing +1 and minus +1 at the value, and then it eventually errors out. There again, like this is an overflow. This is an overflow value, and it's like, well, did I program this into the thing? And the answer is no, I didn't. This is so simple, right? So I've got these two. I've got a lot of text mesh pros in here. The UUI, it's got this float, the debug output. I've got a lot of buttons in here. And I've got this, so I've got this current floor, right? The current floor is 0.6F, right? That's the value that displays. I've got this floor change of 0.1. And I've got the floor minimum and floor max, right? So I'm just kind of thinking that I'm trying to, and there again, that's exactly what I'm working on right now ironically enough, is this exact problem, but in a different, in a much more controlled environment. And yeah, anyway, so set all this up here, and then yeah, and then I say move floor up. So when you move the floor up, all it does is take the current floor, which is a float, and then it takes that value by the value change. So so that's all I'm doing, right? That's all I'm doing is I'm taking zero 0.6 in this perfect example and saying adding zero 0.1, and it's 0.7. And there again, it's amazing. I can hold down the keyboard in this and do it forever, and it never fails. But I do that 5 times in Unity, and it crashes. So then I do the output. So the output takes the value, logs it out, and then sets it to the debug output, right? And then I test the floor value, right? So the test the floor value is if it equals any of these numbers, right? um yeah, so it's like I'm saying, if, and then again, you should never do this, right? This is programming 101, but why is there an error, right? If there's a floor error, return. But so we check the value if it equals 0f all the way down to uh and there again, so I'm trying to move the point one up and down, and and that's okay. So if that's correct, I'm good, right? In order a way to hit the error so it can debug my function. Um, yeah, yeah. So it's like if that's correct, we're good, right? We can test that. But additionally, these checks will not resolve correctly. It can't be internal C# or Unity code error out already. Unable to check and compare it. Blah blah blah. I feel like there's a lot of crap in here. But anyways, but yeah. So this is the string checks. So you can string check this to feel like if there's an error. And then this is, yeah, so when there's this, I feel like is great, right? Because you convert the float value to a string, and you can compare it, you can compare by a string so much easier. Um, and then if that's, yeah, yeah. And then here again, it's like I'm trying to floor my value, and I'm trying to get the fractional part and the non-fractional part. And if I say, okay, if I get these values, then it's like I'm really, and maybe this is the mathf.floor. Um, but yeah, maybe I'm not sure. Feel like, anyways, I'm not sure if there's a way to determine um what's causing the problem. It's been such a while since I looked at this, but it could be the floor that's causing the problem. But to me, it's like this is not. I've actually found out that this is not a Unity specific thing. It's a float. It's a C# problem. That's the what I've come to conclusion, that it's a C# problem, not a but there again, so it's like, to me, it's like the floating point operations and the precision and all the. I mean, to me, it's like it's garbage, right? I mean, to me, it's like that is just garbage, right? I mean, I love the calculator that I can just minus 0.1, right? And I can just do this forever, and on the right side, our output is just always correct. I don't know why it's always correct. I don't know why a calculator is smarter than this calculator built by a compiler is smarter than the compiler. I do not understand that at all. I mean, it's like it just doesn't make any. And then again, you can kind of feel the point one, point two, point three. It's like the flow is correct, and it just feels correct, and the output's correct, and it never ever, because I'm only changing it by point one. you know there again, if I was changing this by point one, then it's like, okay, well, now I know. And then if I change it by, it's like, yeah, I'm getting, if I'm, whatever, yeah, but it's always going to be correct. Yeah, so I mean, that's just it. Like, how can an app built on top of a compiler be correct when the compiler is incorrect? It's like, wow. Anyway, so, and there again, like, to me, it's like these floor up and down. Like, I do this all the time in my game, and I will have to do that at some point, right? We're heading right towards this exact problem in the Minecraft, right? Eventually, we're gonna run into this problem where I'm like, okay, um, now see, now it's like That's why I like Rogue. I think because wow, I need to fix that. This is one of those areas I was like, huh. I was noticing this camera code is not exactly correct in accounting for like the mouse should be way up here. And I feel like because the ray is being cast into the scene and it's casting up here, but somehow it's coming down to here. Um, look at our UI code and say, yeah, it seems like, and oh, I don't have any logs. Yeah, this is a feel like, and it's using the unit camera, which is here, which is zero point 0.5 minus 1.5 orthographics. Yeah, so in orthographic, oh, you know what it is? Oh, you know what? This is assuming a 90-degree rotation. Yeah, there we go. That's the problem. So when you rotate your camera, your um your camera is up here because it's 45 degrees. There again, so any degree, wow. Oh, let's like 85. 85 will be as close as we can get. Like let's say like 75. Yeah, so that's yeah, so when you rotate your camera, you're 15 degrees off. So that means your ray is 15 degrees off. I mean, to me it's like 89 degrees is like I don't know if I can convince this that it's gonna be close enough, right? So within 85. Yeah, there again, you can see my mouse right there. I'm 5 pixels off because my ray shot. Yeah. It's like a problem like in science fiction, right? When you shoot an object, it's like, and there again, like to me, it's like if this, let's say we're 89 and let's say we're 10,000, okay, 9,000, off. God, let's say we're 9,999 off and our camera is at 89 degrees. Um, nope. Okay. I feel like my camera needs to be 9,999. But there again, it's like oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, 9,999. But yeah, oh yeah, I am actually, I'm that off, right? Yeah. So when I'm like, let's say if I'm 100 degrees up, I'm that off. I'm 1 degrees off, right? So let's say 89 point 99999. Yeah, we're a little bit closer. But now if I go up to 1,000, I mean, this is a different problem. Yeah, so I'm way off now. Um, yeah, 500, 750. Wow, it's weird. God, what am I? Mm, go to perspective. No. Oh, I guess. Oh, oh, okay. Sorry, the camera needs to be 5,000 on the view plane. Oh, interesting. Huh. I feel like I'm outside the reach of my camera because if I could drop down to like, yeah, 50, yeah, my lab cursor. Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the problem now is this, right, needs to be 500 by 500. And then, yeah, yeah, so now wow. But yeah, so that's definitely a problem. I feel like, yeah, I'm not sure how to solve that. Is like if I don't have like the problem here is like I'm so high up, my my box collider here needs to be that high up as well. the higher you up, the better. For this, what I'm using this box collider for is just tell, right, that I'm hitting something. Um, yeah, but normally the camera, yeah. So that's actually something I would actually have to solve at some point too, is to say, if I'm zoomed that far out, how would I manage everything starts breaking down at that point. So yeah. But yeah, so yeah, so the perspective cameras works really good, but and the orthographic feels like, yeah, only on the 90 degrees. So if like we do a 45, then yeah, my camera needs to account for that angle. The ray needs to count. Yeah, so I'm casting out a ray under my world mouse. I'm casting out a ray with the screen point to ray. So from the mouse position. And again, I didn't talk about it here, but you can't debug.draw ray. You can't you can't give it a ray, which I feels like I just want to be able to do that. I mean, it's like, um, yeah. So what you have to do is say ray.origin. I talked about this in the other live stream, so I probably shouldn't talk about it here, but direction, and then you need color dot yellow, and then we'll say I don't know, 1F or something, and then do we have a distance? Is this can I draw a ray with a distance? No. Is there a distance? Depth test. I guess, oh, so it's just this um times 100. Yeah, so I think it's the direction times 100. Oh, anyways, so yeah, it just to me it's like I guess I would have to, run some more tests, but ultimately the up one and down one. And again, it's like I'm flooring to int and rounding int and doing it's I don't know, it's just yeah, it feels frustrating. Um, you know, to me it's like this working on a idle game is like feels like it's pretty insane too. Yeah, I guess my ray. Do I need to cast my ray from the? Yeah, so it's the screen point array. What's a? Yeah, so you just screen point array, the cursor position. Yeah, and then the ray from the max distance, um, which is yeah, this is the distance. So let's say 1,000. There again, you'd have to start going pretty insane. But honestly, I feel like 100's pretty good, right? And then let's make our duration like 10F or something. This is duration, so how long the ray is going to be there for. And then this is, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and then I'm not sure what what is this depth test for? I don't know what that's for, but yeah. Oh, my not trying gizmos. Yeah, there's got to be a better way to do this somewhere. Um, here, let me say, yeah. So the mouse object here. Here, let me say, let me be crazy, right? And let's say I want to add a line renderer here, and I want this line renderer. Yeah, so let me say um, no, let me say I want a piece of code here that says debug draw ray, right? So I'm going to say debug draw ray, even though it's probably a horrible name for it. I'm going to put you God, I don't know. Put you on this object, right? Because this is where yeah. And then you're going to say, hey, give me a serialized field to the line renderer. Yeah, the line renderer. And then you're going to say the line renderer. Oh God, how would I do this? Code Monkey, I need your help. Set positions. Set positions. Yes, equals. So I'm going to say list of vector 3 um, line positions equals new, and I want to say line positions dot add. I want the camera dot main dot transform dot position, and I want the line position this transform dot position. And I'm going to say, hey, drop me into the positions here, and oh, I have to say to array. Looks like I have to say to array here. And I'm good, right? So hopefully that will, every frame will do that, and we'll see how it looks. Oh, yeah, okay. So what are you doing for me? What are you doing for me? So we've got this ability. I want to look at you. Oh, yeah, okay. So I guess I see what's happening, right? Oh, the camera dot main. Oh yeah, this is the camera rig. Really, it's um a change my line renderer here, and I want you to say your material. Right, you have no material, so let's assign that material. Well, I just assign a default material. There we go. And then we'll just say the color is, oh, I don't know. We'll say the color is like green or something. Oh, yes, lime green. But you didn't work. Why? Oh, yeah. You're arguing because you're, no, 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 no. No, I'm good. Thank you. No, I'm good. Okay, whatever. Oh, I don't want to blend. I want to fixed. Yes, and I want this here. Why are you would I care about a gradient? Really? You want a gradient editor? Okay. 100%. There we go. There we go. Okay. Nope, you're still white. Of course you're still white. Oh, and I never drew the line renderer. Is that true? Oh, I feel like that is true. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so this is the camera is drawing to this point. Yes, exactly. And then this point is getting um the position, which is just happens to be this. I mean, it's kind of dumb. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, okay, which is right here. We're at the bottom of this um, corner at 4, -2, and then so this would be this, this slab is at 4, -2. Um, yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool that we can. Oh wow, we get this line render with shadows. Cool. Ooh, it kind of almost feels like a pseudo um a pseudo shadow. Like, oh, it's dark. Ooh. Anyway, so yeah, you can see here maybe in the scene view that yeah, and now cool. Oh, that's fun. But yeah, it still doesn't solve the number one problem I have. I'm having fun. But yeah, and there again, you can see how we're lining up on the right side here. Wish I could. Here, let me take this. Oh, we got some crazy ideas, people. Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? Oh, no. Somehow you. No, no, I'm good. Oh, God. No, I'm good. Okay. No, no. Yeah. So here we go. Yeah. So, and then here we can say, yeah. So you can see that here. Let me zoom. Um, let me zoom over here. And now we can, yeah, so you can see how we're lined up, you know, yeah, you can see how we're lined up perfectly, and that's exactly, that's the rogue. That's everything I'm working on is this kind of strategy. But now it's like I'm just trying to fit graphics on the screen, honestly. It's like a last 20 years I'm just trying to put graphics on the screen. Uh, but yeah, but I feel like to me, um, the thing I would suggest with my line renderer here is not the it's not this, and there again, you could actually say add the world mouse dot position, right? And then I want to say plus new 0.5f 0f 0.5f, right? Um, oh no, this is sorry, equals that, and then yeah, and then I want to say, are you good here? Oh, and then you're good there. So now you look at my line render, and I feel like it's going to be, oh, sorry, I have to be over here. You can see that, the line render is a little bit more correct in the fact that it's trying to, you know, uh, get this object. Um, yeah. And so now, like, the next thing to do is like, okay, um, yeah. So now, I want to say under the world mouse, right? Is there a way to, shadow bias. I want you to, I don't know, what is this going to look like for me? Oh boy, oh yeah, sorry, I'm over here. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Does it really matter? Oh boy, no, no, no. Honest. Oh, I broke everything. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so, yeah, but, yeah, so our positions, and there you can, oh yeah, there again, you can see our positions too. Oh, that's really helpful. That's really cool for me. Yeah, you can see our positions are, yeah, because I'm offset by a half an inch, but yeah, that's great. And then you can see our camera too. That's the 1, -3. Oh, that's so helpful. And then what is this? The simplify preview? What does that mean? Well, that's not helpful. Oh, because I lost control of it. Yeah. Do we? Oh, and I don't. Oh, I guess I do see it in the world. Wow. It's like I get some screen tearing. I feel like the issue to me is my texture needs to be um sorry, I'm playing with things. Oh, but I could always display this, right? Yeah, so let me feel like let me say, we'll create an empty here, and we'll say that this right here is my line renderer. I can do it. Here, let me copy component, and I'll uh, paste component is new. Okay, and then we can get rid of this line renderer here. And then we're like, oh yes, we're missing a line render. So here, but I feel like what we're gonna want to do is double this line renderer and do this one out of 180 degrees. Yeah. And then under here, I want this to be a list of line renderers. And then for each var line renderer and line renderer, I realize how ironic that is, but work with me. Yeah, and then this is line renderer here. And then we can drop lock this, open up this, and add these two game objects because they're line renderers. This is line front, and we'll say this is line back. And then to me, what I'm trying to do here is so now I hit play, and yeah, so now I can see the camera on both sides, right? So that's actually one of those things that's really frustrating, I think, a lot to me, is the fact that, when you're, the culling, right? It's not just culling, but it's just how, you know, and there again, we've done the same thing, right? When we're like, okay, well, we can actually just go back to the just save ourselves 5 seconds. Is you go back to the test Minecraft and hit play. Um, we've got these yeah, we've got this ground quad, right? But if you take the ground quad and flip it by 180 degrees, oh no, flip it by 180 degrees this way. Oh, do I have two ground quads? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like, to me, it's like, you know, I need two quads because that's how materials work. So now if I flip this by, oh, this is -90, but if I flip this back to 0, we'll see it again. And then if I, flip this to 180, and then I see this again, we'll again see it because yeah. So that's one of the things. Yeah. That's one of the things I was talking about. This project is not about optimization. It's not about technology. It's about just trying to decide what looks better, right? And there again, I feel like, to me, I didn't talk about this, but um, the thing too, I think, is if you come in here and you go to Sebastian, right? I mean, this guy's a legend. I mean, this guy could probably do this in his sleep. Um, and you come down to his videos here. Um, and you look at, like, this is the video. Yeah, so you look at this video.
Step into
Oh, let me kill the. I feel like I wouldn't get in trouble just showing well, the ads. I don't know. Sorry. I'm sorry, people. We have to pay for ads. God, yeah, I love it when not paying for ads on YouTube. It's amazing. Anyway, so you can kind of think about, yeah. So this is like kind of like, wow. Um, this would be like the I feel like, to me, like this, I failed to mention, but this is kind of how Hamlet was like 20 years ago, right? God, I should probably like find a project from that and showcase that and say, wow, this is the start of Hamlet. But yeah, to me, this is amazing. And like, yeah, and his trees and his data. This project is really, I don't know. Yeah, there again, it's like he's got these little tiny animals and he puts it in the world and he animates it. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I would be a billionaire if I could do everything he does. Yeah. So then he adds all this, yeah, this cool stuff. And then, yeah, and then he adds water. It's like, oh my God, it just feels like I'm just, yeah, I'm just not, I don't know. I feel like when I look at this, I just, like, Thin Matrix is also another, like, when a person I look at and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong with my life? Thin Matrix is like bum bum bum. He's the notch of God. I thought I saw it for a second, but uh, I mean, there's a ton of cool people, but yeah, it's just Thin Matrix, right? So he's the notch of JavaScript. Well, that's actually, he actually knows Java too. Notch is a Java person as well. So, but yeah, he's got this homegrown. He's got, yeah, which is kind of like, I'm like, wow, we're kind of working on this. He also had this city builder. And then he also made Equinox, which my other channel did a ton of. And there again, like, his Equinox is amazing. Um, but yeah, but he, there again, he writes all his own code himself. I mean, yes, he, you know, probably imports and uses a lot of package and da 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 and what, I don't know, but a lot of what he does, and then how he does it is amazing. God, I guess I haven't watched this one. I should like add this to my save to watch later. I don't know. I get so depressed when I watch him, and how, like, look, he's kind of, almost using the same graphics, but there again, like, he's a sort of a does everything, does all the art, does all the sound, I don't know, He's got an amazing website too. Like if you look at like I don't know Thin Matrix website. Bum bum bum. What am I? Is this what I'm looking at? No, that's not right. Oh, this is a Thin Matrix Equinox. Equinox. Um, yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Am I? Yeah, there you go. So his, yeah, so his, he's, amazing. I think someone put this together for him, but it's like, oh wow, that's so amazing. This is just an extremely fun game, by the way. I loved playing it. Um, but yeah, um, yeah. On my second channel over here, I probably have. What? How many videos do I have? Uh, this is not a plug for my other channel. I swear, I'm not talking about my other channel, but playlist. I think I probably had what maybe, yeah, 28 videos. Oh my God, I had so much fun with this game. Yeah, and then look at 43 videos with Dragon Cliff. I did only I God, I guess I did try. Did I buy Kimchi and try it? I don't know. That seems crazy. And then yeah, and then Torchlight, yeah. And then Dragon oh yeah, Dragon Cliff. Oh my God, I had a Dragon Cliff season 2. 78 videos. And then season 3. Oh yeah, and I ended that. But yeah, and then there again, like to me, I'd probably play some. Oh, let's get Steam back up. Probably play some Territory Idol. I'm trying to beat this game, and I feel like I want to reach out to the developer too, and say, hey, I've got this clone of your game. I mean, it's not the way people operate, but it's like, hey, I've got a clone of your game. And there again, I beat this level. Um, yeah, but I don't know. It's just yeah. So I pretty much you get 102, and then you sail away, and I have that. So right now, what I'm trying to do is build up the faith, and then buy. I think I buy this one more time, and I'm good. And I want to get all these to 32, and then I'll move on probably. And then I got to get them to 33. I think at 33, I get the final empire point here, and then I can unlock the mysterious bonuses and figure out what that does. And then also spend all my 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 gems in the game. Again, I didn't spend any. Sadly enough, I didn't spend any money. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. I was thinking like you could max this out and it would be fun. I already got the 9999, but this might actually be interesting too. I don't know. I don't know. I love. Oh, and then I probably should click on this button and then look at my if I can purchase anything. Oh, I guess I can purchase this, but it doesn't matter. I really want to purchase this, but I can't. Oh, and then 30. Oh, I can buy one of these. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh God, don't click on this button. I mean, this is horrible, right? This is like, oh my God. Anyway, so what I now should be able to do is say, hey, give me 7 seconds and we'll get back to work, I swear. Taking a break. Oh, it's probably a dinner break, really. But yeah, so I went from 34 to this, yeah. Um, and then you want to do half times because the more rituals you perform, right? Why does this feel like 30 seconds? Oh, yeah, so I want to do this. Oh, and this. There we go, 30 seconds. And so if this is like, and yes, you can do double time, but really the more you perform, um, the more, yeah, so we're doing 44. So um, the more, um, monks you can get, right? So we're up to 969, and then, so yeah, so this is like this may feel like cheating, right? So we got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 academies, and to me it's like, here, let me export this, and let me say clear. It costs me 3 amber, but I'll just re-import, and then I say buy an academy. It costs me 100 DC stone, and that seems impossible, but there's a trick that here, let me do that again. Here, let me abdicate. Can I abdicate? Oh yeah, not during a ritual. I feel like who cares? You're abdicating. Oh no, you can't stop it in ritual. So I feel like I would want to take the game, recreate it in Unity, which I've already done to a certain extent, and then fix, like push out a release, Yeah, so here again, so when you push, yeah, so then do this and then clear this. And now when you buy an academy, it's free. Uh, yeah. And then, but yeah, so then you can like, oh, hey, I want to do this. And, there again, I want to spend amber and go crazy. I mean, you could just, well, oh, what? Oh, I don't have any money. Or don't have any stone. But yeah, and now you can just do another academy. But honestly, too, at that point, you could just abdicate, right? Oh, okay, abdicate, spend the 5 million, and then be like, hey, um, oh yeah, I don't need this anymore, and then say, hey, I want to buy another academy, and then hey, I'm good, right? And then abdicate, yep, I'm good. Spend the 5 million, and be like, oh, I don't need you, and I mean, I honestly wish I would have figured out this trick so long ago. I mean, this game would have been, oh, now I have no stone. Um, but I don't care about stone now. Like I don't care about money. But yeah, yeah. So now I have like insane. Oh, by the way, check this out. Check this out. This is, let's do one ritual. Oh God. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry. My bad. I clicked the right. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be so cool, right? It's not cool, but I clicked the wrong button, so we're gonna have to wait another few seconds. But now I want to do the automate worker hiring, right? And I want to do it halftime because it's like, oh my God, right? So now it's like, but really, this is the stupidest way to do it. I feel like that's another thing I would change in the territory idle 2.0. 1.5 is like when you click on the class, make the base class just like this screen, where you can say, I want to be Wolverine, I want to be Deadpool, I want to be Spider-Man, I want to be, and then make those classes, those uh, those yeah, I want to be careful to import this save here, and we should be back on the correct religion. Yeah, and oh man, I just love that. I mean, there again, and to me, I would also add a feature here where you export it, and yes, it'll export it to the clipboard, but it will also save the file. Yeah, so to me, it's like I want to build a clone of this game and I want to reach out to the developer and say, hey, I want to build a clone of this game, and you could take 60% of the revenue or whatever, and 20-30% or whatever, however you want to split it, up to an X amount of money, whatever. Some up come with some basic, you know, where you can sell the game. I mean, I don't know if I would trust someone, but I'd be like, hey, I want to develop this game, and I feel like it'd just be awesome. Do you want to pay me to develop it? However he wants to do it, but develop the game, build a clone of the game, and then put it into Unity, which I don't know what his code is base is, but I already have something that's quite similar. But clone the game, put everything in, do all the cool things, and then clone the game, and then put out Unity, territory idle 1.2, whatever 1. Or well, I guess we have a version number here. Uh, God. Yeah, so there's yeah, so point out a 200 version, right? And then this would be the two to the point two version. The 200 version will be Unity, and then can keep the old version, and then put out a 250 version that says, okay, enable, maybe like have a setting up here that says, yeah, and this is, yeah, yeah. So this is, yeah. So I guess I could just email him and says, hey, dude, here's your email, Alexandra, uh, Glockovigan. But then you also too, like, check this out. If you go to Steam, I guess we're talking about this dude here. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't. Well, Tekken, who's that? It looks like a. Sorry, that's what I'm looking at. Looks like a. Oh, I thought that was Winnie the Pooh with his red and. Yeah, I'm blind. What can I say? But under here, okay, yeah, go under here. You go to my home. If I say, oh look, it's Hamlet. Anyways, you go to him here. Oh God, let me search for territory. Not Terraria. Yeah, which is running, and then I want to say this store page, and then I want to say I want to click on Alexandria or Alexander, Alexander. Yeah, and then he's got a new game. Yeah, so I don't know what he's developing in. I would just yeah, I'd be interested to see what he's developing in. But he's got this new. He's got a couple games actually. Um, he's got that game. Oh, he's got Grim Clicker. Is there a list? Yeah. What? Oh yeah. So he's got. Oh yeah. So 50 years. I actually bought this game too, which is I don't know. It was okay. Uh, but yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really appreciate the game as much as I could have. Um, yeah, and to me, oh, did he make this? Is this he made Underworld Idol? God, I should just buy this game just for. Oh, it's a free game. Oh my God. Yes. I feel like Territory Idol's free. Is that true? Is this a free game too? Yeah, free to play game. I feel like it's free. Is this the store page? Yeah, so I mean, the game's really, oh, it's brutal. I mean, it's so brutal. I mean, I'd probably like, oh, hey, I want to, not to make um, yeah. So here, like, and there again. So like to me, it's like you look at the achievements. Yeah, I've got that achievement, right? So, oh my God. Oh yeah, so I've got 98 achievements. What achievements don't I have? How do I view my achievements for the game? Um, God. Oh yeah, yeah. So I don't have this one. Yeah, so the fame of 5,000. How is the fame of 2,500 harder than the fame of that seems bizarre. Yeah, and I don't know. So um I know under I know under here the achievements. Yeah, so he's got this. I've got pretty much all the completed ones here. Got all the this is the fame I was talking about. So I'm actually will get this one actually. Oh no, I thought it says there was a 2,500 one here. On the Steam store it says there's a 2,500 fame. Yeah, right here, 2,500 fame 5. I mean, why is this fame 4? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, dude. But yeah, so there's a fame. So maybe there's a 2,500 fame one that I'll get as soon as and then also I think, yeah, so that's, yeah, so the two achievements I need is this. Now, the 2,500 I need to get because that's how you get to here, but I don't know if I'm going to go for 5,000. I mean, it's literally ridiculous to get that. I feel like I want to because only 2% of people have, and I want to, 100% the game. But I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So to me, it's like, yeah. What do I say? Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. So, God, I mean, yeah, it's just like I've been playing this game for. Yeah. So, yeah. So at 2,500, yeah. So I'll get this fame. Yeah. This sounds like a bug. This should be a 5, 6. This is 4, and it really needs to be 5. 5v1, right? That's technically what should happen. But yeah, see, here's 4 and 5, and then this needs to be. This is 4. This is 4, and this is 6. I don't know. There's fame. Is there a fame? It's just Roman numerals. I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, so this is just backwards. This is fame 4, and this is fame 5. That's yeah. So this is just backwards. It's a bug. A bug. Can you believe it? There's a bug in the game, and it feels like to me like the bug is actually continuing on because in the game itself. Um. Oh God, do I have to? Oh. Where's my territory idle? Oh, did it die? Feels like it died. It's dead. Okay, here we go. But yeah, so under the achievements, it feels like this is busted because of the fact that yeah. So once this happens, so this is this is like it's bugged because it's asking for 2,500. So there again, I'll probably when I get to this, then I should automatically get yeah, I mean two more is like ridiculous, but there again, I've never spent I've been tempted a couple times, but I've never spent any money in this game. But yeah, I feel like to me it's like sell the game for like $2. And there again, so to me, where are we at? Yeah, we can just go to our itch. I mean, I'm not saying this is an amazing game, right? Um, I called it Land Idle. Um, but yeah, so this is my attempt to clone the game is what I'm talking about. So Alexander, so this is not at all what I envision the final game looking like. I envision this more of a clone, but here again, it's like you can just buy land, buy the wheat tier, buy the wheat field, and then auto hire and auto, and then that will start getting you wheat. So I feel like there's a lot of really cool elements in here, but I also feel like there's a lot of bad elements. But I'd really like to maybe take this project and, you know, there again, do a full clone on his, but yeah, and then this, like, and then adding like this is like where you can add in. Um, oh, can you not? Oh, that's cool. It's like you can't do this, but yeah, and then and now you can. Let's see. Oh, I don't need to auto buy. What am I doing? Yeah, there we go. So now here we can do like a farm, I guess. None of this is actually um working, but yeah, so we're now doing production and we're selling wheat. I think, or you can sell. Yeah, so now you can auto sell wheat here. No, oh no, you're auto selling production. Yeah, so let me sell a wheat tier, and then it will sell wheat tier. I feel like would that be a yeah? Now we're getting an auto buy, auto buy. Yeah, and then auto. Yeah, there we go. I feel like yeah. So if I don't auto sell, we can auto here. We don't need to auto buy really. Sorry, getting yeah. And then we can probably auto sell now and auto sell. There we go. And then auto sell. It's basically they're making wheat. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, but they're making wheat. It costs 18 wheat to hire the next person. And then, um, God, it should be increasing, right? Anyways, so yeah. No, it looks like there's a few bugs in the game. Oh, but now I'm selling too much. There we go. That's good. Yeah, there we go. I just don't want this to yeah, that's probably a good balance. Um, yeah. So it's like I'm producing 3 wheats. Actually, it looks like 48, 50 wheat per second. Yeah, and as this starts producing more, yeah, there again, as I'm producing more, now I can sell more. There we go. Yeah, that feels almost better. So it's like, yeah, there's some balance there about, buying wheat and then selling wheat and then yeah, and then having, I mean, there's no, yeah, that's what I love about these this is like the economics, right? We were talking about the pillars of Haven Studios. This is the economics pillar that I'd love so much. Um, yeah. And there again, this is like the economics model I put in here. But yeah, in 190 seconds we've made 36,000 gold. That should be an achievement. So this is just meant to say like there's a certain amount of X seconds per game, and then this is the land idle version. This was the idea to be able to go to like the eye. Uh, this is like an interface that you can click to go to this interface and this interface. Um, but yeah, really, you wouldn't. This is meant to be. Yeah, I like these different interfaces because they really like show you what's available, what goods are available, um, and which I feel like oh, it's cool. And then this is like, oh hey, I want to sell. I feel like this doesn't actually work, but if I want to sell all my wheat, yeah, it doesn't actually work. But if I buy, I think if I buy all, I can buy all. Yeah, I want to spend 50,000. Yeah, so the buy all works, but the sell all doesn't, which I find a little frustrating. Like, hey, I should, yeah, I guess on sell all. Yeah, and it's like I should, yeah, so it's like obviously, yeah, so I, wow, I sold it all for nothing. It's like, okay, well, that's a bug. But I mean, there again, this only is like a, God, a 2 week project. Yeah, so anyways, I guess I'm getting a little, yeah. So, but yeah, you can see that it's in the Hamlet. This is in the Hamlet engine. Um, yeah, because this is you can see the Hamlet sort of. We're in the 13.6, the alpha build. The version 18.2 is probably the Hamlet build. This is actually version 6A. Um, yeah, and this is on itch too, which I think is amazing. Um, yeah, yeah, but it just and then I haven't. So the idea was at some point that you like maybe I don't know up here some way you could abdicate and then all the money, all the gold would go to your Swiss bank account essentially. Is brum, bum, bum, design element, a game design feature I thought would be really cool. Is if like, oh hey, all your gold can now go to the Swiss bank. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't know. Let me take a few seconds, I guess. So let me click this again. Yeah, so I think we're pretty close. Oh, I think we're actually there. So now we can say, hey, um, yeah, okay. Now we're playing games. Is this my second channel? Yeah, so we're good here. So now we can now exit. Oh, no, 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 no. I feel like there are some bugs in this one too. I'd be curious to see like what he developed this in. What kind of languages do you use? I'd be interested in kind of the source code, I think, in some respects, to say like how did he program all this. But now, I could sail away, but I feel like I'm just trying to do this achievement. So I mean, it's easy to get for me, easy to get the hero, this one because it's the and I got that one already, and I got that one. These white. So now I need stone and wise god, right? So now I just say abdicate, or yeah, so abdicate for 26 trillion as well. Here, let me actually say export, because there's no point, right? I've got the relics. Um, you know, in fact, I would actually say like I'd love to be able to click up here, open up the relics menu, and say buy this relic, but the game technically works, and maybe I do that in version 2.0. But technically, what you have to do now is say abdicate. This again, send the 6 million, and then I would just like take the God, I don't know. God, what would I? Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. But honestly, I feel like I should just get rid of all the academies because they're holding me back massively. But yeah, I feel like getting the school blessing doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, that's already my heritage. The God of War doesn't matter. The house, yeah, this actually is great. I love this one because it adds 3 rituals, but then there again, it adds 30 seconds, so it kills it. This one's adds one, 5 faith. So this is 5 faith per second from monks, and then this is, um, yeah. So this is 9 gold. I don't feel like there's anything we could really do. And now I can actually choose a religion. So I've already done this one. Oh, I haven't done this one. I feel like I'm gonna get this one right now. Yeah. So each. Oh wow, each academy. Oh wow, I guess that will. Woo! Real start, jacking up my. But now I can actually purchase this relic for 300, 310, 320. So I need like almost a trillion faith. Which is like, I'm getting there. But then there again, like, so to me, it's like, okay, I'm like, okay, well, let's just get rid of this and let's just build a academy, I guess, because you get like 5 holiness per second, so that's not terrible. Although, I guess if you click here, I could have gotten 3 holiness, but I'm getting 5, and I'm getting more religion, more faith per monks, more holiness, more abdication. really wish I could get rid of the academies. Honestly, I feel like that's a 2.0 thing. It's like, hey, once all the tiles are taken, you can just get rid of academies, um, or just get rid of academies in general if you want to. I mean, I don't know. I don't see the drawback for there. And then you can also buy tiles for faith. Um, but yeah, which yeah, that's the Russian bonus. Anyway, so now from here, well, I should probably just do the effect from fame. I feel like I could just hold the button down here as well, and then the school effect. It doesn't really matter. Um, yeah. I also feel like to me like this is cool, but it doesn't really matter. But okay, yeah, I'm glad it's on a pyramid, but and oh, a boatyard sucks. I just want it on pyramid temples, honestly, at this point. Oh, that kind of sucks, you know. Um, wheat field, maybe I don't know, but I'm just like, okay, just throw them out there because it's fun. I have them for free. Theater's not bad, but just adds a worker every so often. And to me, it's like it's kind of an overpowered feature, right? Oh yeah, come on, I need more. Um, I need more monks. Come on, I need monks. And I'd be saving. Anyways, and then I'm gonna summon a servant, so I'd probably summon maybe this one. I guess 5 faith per monks is not bad, and then you get the holiness too. But also this one is the ritual automation. I guess it's not terrible, but yeah. Anyways, and then from here you just cast a bunch of rituals. And then I feel like the thing about this is just the set it forget it sort of stage right now. And there again, you only have 22 automations. Forest adds a ton, and then there again, I don't care about the academies. There's no tiles left to take. All the tiles have been taken. You can only take 102 tiles maximum in this sort of configuration. I think that's the maximum you can take. Anyways, um, but yeah. So now we're done. So I just come back. I really wish I could, max this. I really wish there was a tactic to say, unlimited automations. Like maybe an amber, right? Right in sorry, the amber shop. Where is that? God. Oh yeah, down here. I really wish there was a permanent upgrade to say, 999 unlimited rituals, right? I mean that's like woohoo. But yeah, feel kind of rough. It's a rough playthrough. Anyways, we're at 8:30. I feel like I'm gonna come back and try to get back to this again. Because I really enjoy this gameplay and this development. And I feel like this is. Oh, I thought this was. Oh yeah. I'm in the other test Minecraft. I want to be in the test walls. We're trying to test this. So yeah, I feel like that's cool now that I can see. Feels like it's coming up from the floor, but will not. I don't know. Uh, but yeah. Um, yeah. So now I think like what I'd love to do now is sort of I don't know, try to figure out how to fix my camera. That's yeah. I don't know how to yeah. I'd love to be able to take a element here of the game mouse and be able to manage any rotation, right? So it's like I need to manage the rotation of the camera to draw me a screen point. Um, yeah, and I feel like it's just, um, yeah. Oh, and that's the camera, but I want this camera really. This camera is if it's at 45 degrees, what I want it to be. Yeah, I need to be able to. I'm not sure why. Yeah, my screen point array doesn't feel like it's working anymore. Um, yeah. God, it feels like why is that so? Oh, huh. Why is this feeling like so rough? Um, yeah, so I really want to be able to look at this like right here, but I also want to look at it down and then maybe, yeah, maybe close like this. And then here you can actually say, under here you can say align with view. Can't you say, Oh no, I believe that's a Windows. Um, Whew. There we go. There it is. Align with view. So this would be 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 0 degrees. Feels like I'm, oh, maybe it's 0, 0, 0, 8. And then this is 5. And then what is this, 180? Yeah, there we go. Huh. Let's say 2. Oh, and this is, huh. Oh, because it's my camera rig is also, yeah, so if my camera rig is also messing me up a little bit. And then this is 3, 2. Yeah. But I want this to be, huh. Why can't I be zoomed in closer? Oh, or orthographic as well. Ha ha ha. Yeah, so this is, oh yeah, so this is, yeah, so 180. Yes, I'm looking at the object. Why is that the case? The object, I guess the camera has to be away from the scene, I guess. I don't know. And then this is 3 minus 3. 3, oh, 3. Right. Yeah, because we're 180 degrees instead of, like, so this should be minus 3. Yes, so we're looking at the object, so we need to rotate 180 degrees around the object. Yes, and then that would indicate that we have to be 3 here. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going for. And then from here, I guess we're not terrible, but we're also not great in terms of, I mean, well, yeah. And then this, yeah, so this main focus is, yeah, so it's okay, but we're on the world plane, right? We're on that, and there again, like this object, right, right here. Let me say, create empty. I'll call this graphics, and we need to say, hey, you're here, and then you all need to be down by negative zero point 0.5, right? Because we're aligning on that plane. Yeah, and I feel like, yeah, we're sort of off even more now. So I guess if we have to be at 0. Yeah. Yeah, so we're aligning on our plane, but yeah, I feel like our plane, God, I need to like figure out, it's like every time I make a decision, it just feels like it's fighting me. Um, by this Z plane. Now, why is that the case? Yeah, so this minus 0.25. Yeah, so I guess to me, it's like the problem is the 45 degrees, the 30-degree angle that we're at. So that, yeah, how to solve that rotation issue. Yeah, here is in the world mouse. I was just gonna say this. Don't show this again. I guess I didn't want to do that, but I'm like, okay, I don't care now. Oh, this is the Unity float, but yeah, we want to be over here and right here. So it's this mouse screen point to Ray. You could actually do, yeah. Um, God, you can do like all these viewpoints and world points and yeah. Like I'm not sure why casting array. So I essentially need to adjust the ray 30 degrees in Minecraft as our camera is adjusted by 30 degrees, essentially. So it's like I'm not sure how to, it's the point Now, how do you adjust a vector? C sharp here. Let's just go C sharp. Adjust a vector by a degree. Convert an angle in degrees to a vector. No, that's not what I want to convert a degree to a vector to a degree. Yeah, yeah. But how do I, um, what is he called this? Rotate a vector, right? Rotate a vector by 30 degrees, right? So rotate a vector by 30 degrees. How to rotate it? Yeah, yeah. Here's a, got to be a Google, like a, convert the angle into a rotation by which then reposition the camera. Yeah, set the position of the camera to the XZ plane. Okay, here we go. Rotated vector, right? So this is my, yes. So is this what I want to do? The rotated vector is the 30 degrees of the original vector. So the original vector is the ray. Ray. Oh God, how do I say? Um, yeah. So I want the angle axis of 30 degrees by, and so this is actually camera dot. Oh my God. Camera dot transform dot Euler angles dot y. No, dot x. Yeah. And then by the original vector. So the ray dot origin. Yeah, so can I say ray equals new ray? And then can't I say the origin by the direction? Right? So it's the ray is the, yeah, I guess I could do it that way. But this is the ray origin, maybe. I'm not sure the vector 3 to up is what I want here. I want this by, and then this, yeah. Is it the mouse? Well, the mouse position is a vector 2, 3, where, so we need to rotate the mouse position in our forward direction. Yeah, maybe I would want to do that, right? So I want to say this is here, is the input dot mouse position, this is my original vector. Oh yes, which is right here. And then I wanted this rotated vector into the cameras. Yeah. Okay, well, I just here, let me copy this code and then put this right here. And then, yeah. I mean, thankfully in copying and pasting code like this, I could just say, hey, I don't care. Because, yeah. Okay. Oh, and then we're not drawing an array anymore. Why? Why are we not drawing an array? Let me do the same thing I did before. I want to say your full screen. And then, yeah, so I'm not drawing an array anymore. Oh, because I'm not selecting it. Oh, and I'm not. Oh, I guess we are. Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, so that's the ray that I've chosen to draw. Okay, well I can't see anything with that going on. So now my ray decided to show up. So this is right here, debug.drawArray. Um, yeah. Okay. We're okay, right? Not sure why I'm not seeing my render on the screen when I was seeing it before. I mean, we're always like on the correct point. But yeah, but as we let me take this and dump this back into here, dump this back into here, and then you can see it's it's like when you get yeah as it oh yeah, so we really need to say this this scene data, I need this to say 150 by 150. I don't know. That's a different problem than this simple problem. Yeah, so now we can. It's just like we're feeling like we're close, but we're almost off. And but I wonder if it's like when when really it's like the hip. It's like almost like the normal, but yeah. But really, like what we're hitting is this object that I'm talking about here. This we're hitting this object, which is right here. So we're trying to cast a ray, I don't know, into this object, right? And we're hitting this object at a certain point, which is, yeah. So we're hitting this object, which is now massive. And we're trying to say, hey, if our mouse is right here, I mean, I don't care what the angle is. If our mouse is anywhere, you can see physically where you want to be in the world. Um, yeah, well, almost like a plane would be useful. A plane with a plane with a texture, right? I mean, I turn off the mesh render here, but if I say, hey, no, what you're actually is going to be a mesh render that's going to be a material. So let's, under our resources here, we'll create um, let's create a material. We'll call this the checkered material. And I want this to, yeah, so I want this material to be here. And I want this to have, I don't know, this is going to be a color of, I don't know, red? No? Yeah, okay. And then we'll say this world plane is going to use the checkered material. Yeah, so this is the checkered material. And I really want this, yeah, I guess I can't do that because this is, um, if you look at the, God, how do I say that? Um, yeah, so I don't need shadows. I don't need to cast shadows. I mean, this all just not exactly what I want. But yeah, yeah, so the material here is I want this to be specular, no, no. And I want this to be double-sided global. I don't know. Yeah, but it's this UV, right? This is where I want this to say, okay, so I want this to say, let's say we're 10 by 10, and I want the UV of this to be 10 by 10. Yeah, how can I? Well, I feel like this is where, um, under Google, I need a checkered pattern, right? God, and I want it to be gray. I mean, honestly, um, here, let me spend a few more minutes on this, and then we'll get some lunch, and we'll try to come back and decide what we want to do. Watch some more in-game. Dun dun dun. So yeah, it's under resources. Let's show and explore. Let's create um, let me go like paint.net, paint.net, and I want to say I want a image. Oh my, we're getting into the thick of things, right? So this is like where it's like I really wish I was working with an artist. So let's say 32, so 64 by 64, and I want the resolution to be 32 pixels per inch. Yep, there we go. And then I want this to be I want this to have a layer. Yeah, a layer here that's going to be black, and then this is going to be gray. Let's make this like dark blue. Let's make this royal blue. Micaiah blue. Yeah, so let's make this Micaiah blue, and then let's get the colors here. And I want this. I don't know. Is this a royal blue? Yeah, and I don't want this. Yeah, I don't care about that, and I just want this to. Yeah. Okay. So there's that, and now I want this to say. God, how am I going to do this? I want this to say that you're here, and I want this to be a gray, right? So I want that to be there, and we'll say this gray, but I would love a darker. Is there a way to get a darker? No, 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 under this one. No, I want this to be a, yeah, like that. Okay. And then I want this to say, um, what am I? Right here. So let me zoom in here. I want this to be 32 by 32. Oh, this is, can I do that? Nope. Ah, okay. So this is, I want this to be, there we go. Okay. I'm in, yes, but how do I, it's a box selection, but I really want this to be, want this to draw me a shape. How do I draw a shape? Can't I just like cut, you know? Well, let's just copy this. Oh, I'll just put this on top. No. Huh, how can I do this? Oh, if I put this on top and I say delete this. Yeah, there we go. And then this gray, right? No, that's not working, is it? No, of course not. Okay. Well, let me say, here, let me actually say, I'm going to paint on this layer that color, and I'm going to say that this selection box right here is going to be 32 by 32. I mean, artists are like, please let me help you, kid. I see your heart, but you have no art skills. And I want to delete that. There we go. And I want to do the same thing down here. I want to say 30. Oh God, this is what I hate about well, I don't know. Yeah, okay. This is what I hate about um yeah, so this would be a lot easier now. And now I want to be 32 by 32, which should be right here, but it's not. I don't know why. Okay, well, let's just say that that's good, right? And then I want to say that this is saved as a, let's see, I want this to the C 2024. I want this to be live streams. I want this in the assets under resources. Let's just say this is Minecraft textured. And we'll say PDN, right? Then I want this to say save as a PNG. So that's the project file, right? For with the layers, and then this is the Minecraft texture, right? Um, and we're just so we're just gonna say I don't know, auto detect, auto blah blah blah, flatten, and then so hopefully that will give me. So now in here I have this texture right here that I can say this is a texture. God, what do I guess it's a texture automatically. And I say, this is a no point filter texture. This is a 3064. Yeah, so let's make it a 64. And then now under this checkered material, I can say my beta is going to be my checkered. Oh, this is some kind of, so now I just say 5 and 5. And let me get rid of the color. Oh God, how do I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, but you're not displaying the world for me. Why? Well, I mean, look how cool that looks. Yeah, so basically we took a 10 by 10, right? So we took a 10 by 10, um, scale image, and we took our material and said our tiling is 5 by 5. So, and we took a 4 by 4 image, um, which is 32 by 32. So it's like we're trying to say that 32 pixels by 32 pixels is our world size coordinates. And then I'm not sure now why I can't see that. Is it because of my camera rig and my unit camera is a solid color and I say skyblock? But why can't I see the world plane? Um, there again, so like this is a problem, in the X and Y plane, but in the upper plane, I feel like it's good underneath, but on the side, it becomes a serious issue, which I guess, that's where the UV maps and, you'd have to say, oh, well, here, my UV maps are going to be this. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be, a lot more complicated. But why do I not see you? Default, and just make this static, for instance. Did I do something wrong with my opaque? Oh yeah, we can do the toonlet. I don't know. Probably not what we want, but we could do that as well. But I feel like I should be able to see. Hmm. There we go. I guess it's the camera. I think it's the UI camera, right? That's rendering the scene. No? This camera rig? Yeah, so this camera rig here, like, okay, just do solid color, but then, yeah. Okay. I don't know. But yeah, and then now we need to adjust our world plane to, I don't know, -1. Yeah. But you could kind of I can't point, but you can visibly see that the corner, the mouse should be able to be detectable on this plane here. Um, and I'm not sure why it's not. And they could make like 10,000, you know, um, yeah, I could do like a 10,000 game queues. I don't know. Anyway, so that's, I'm not sure. So there's some fancy math that I need. And there again, you can see like when I go outside of the plane, I'm outside of my, but yeah, so I'm not sure why as I get closer, I feel like I'm, so this is correct. Like the mouse is, well, it's almost at, but yeah, it's almost correct. And then for some reason when I move, yeah, and it's probably just because of that plane. And there again, it's like it's the camera. As if this is 90, it's like we're perfectly happy. Oh, let's see. I want this to be 5. And this is 0. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I feel like my okay. Well, I feel like why is this not rendering in the scene view here? Oh yeah, this is whew. Okay. Go into this world plane, click on this one, and then we can say oh, diffuse. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's not so standard, I guess, really. Yeah, so we're good standard, but we're not good here. The camera. Oh yeah, the camera rig and the unit camera. So camera is everything perspective. Hmm. Wow. Just I'm not sure why. Anyways, yeah, I should be able to say, yeah, yeah, this is like, yeah, so this is like, yeah. Oh yeah, it's doing that because of that. Hmm. I don't understand why my camera's, yeah, I'm looking at this image right here for the camera preview. Okay. I mean, it's probably, God, I should probably almost just switch to a Cinemachine, right? I mean, I haven't done it. I'm not good at it, right? So there's a whole Cinemachine camera system here. Um, yeah, Cine, Cine, yeah, Cinemachine. Like, I don't know if this will destroy my project. Oh, let me do. Oh boy. Oh God, it's already 9:30. Guess I should stop and. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm falling apart. Let me get the chat in the. Oh, okay, we're good. Oh, wow, all of that and you. Oh no no no. I guess you're good. You already did it. So this added Cinemachine, and then we can create a virtual camera. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be so exciting. Not really. Here we go. 3 by 3, 180, and yeah, still can't. And then you can say you can follow the yeah, follow this, and then you're gonna look at this. Oh, perfect. And then I feel like there's a way to say um yeah. Oh, and I of course I get the thing that I was looking for. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's like okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Not really, but yeah. I feel like there's a way to say that this is like, oh yeah, do I say 30? Yeah, so no, but I say that you're 30 degrees and then, oh yeah, yeah, so we're, yeah, so you can kind of see, oh, yeah, so I think there's a way to, um, the virtual camera here. Where is my virtual camera? Yeah, I mean, this is, oh yeah, here it is right here. So I think there's a way to say, um, that there's a way to say yes. Yeah, so minus, yeah, so oops, -5. Oh, come on. -5. Oh, yeah, I guess you do have to be minus. Oh, but I want to be an up by 3. Yeah, well, up by 5, -3. Yeah, let me, actually looks almost better. Oh, but then it's, whew, almost better, but not. Wow. I really, here, let me get rid of my dampening. Target. It's kind of strange. Oh, I guess, okay, so this camera is, yeah, so this camera is trying to look at this. Yeah, so you can see that this camera still thinks it's the main camera here, and then this virtual camera is really, I don't know how that works. And it's got a 50, which I really want a 60 degree. Yeah, but it's gonna argue with me and say, no, 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 you want that. But I don't know. Yeah, so it's, yeah, and then where's my unit space? And this, for some reason, is my unit space is right here. Oh, it's, wow, okay. There we go. That, oh, I might have jacked it up because of a different reason. Yeah, so then this camera, let me drop this over to here. Oh, I have to unpack this completely. Move the camera. Yeah, yeah, because that's the virtual camera now. And then we, yeah, or that's the physical camera. And then this is the, yeah, so we're 30 to, yeah, so the lens is still, oh, what is it the field of view? Is that still 60? Yeah, I think it's, oh, it's, wow, it's locked. Well, that's annoying. I think it's locked because this camera is, the virtual camera's locked. So I feel like the 60, yeah, so 30, I feel like 60 is the, yeah, the default camera. Yeah, weird. That is so weird. Here, let me disable the mouse cursor. Is that going to prevent? Nope, it's some kind of mouse weird transition thing. Let me drop this to here. And really? Oh, because I'm in maximize on play. Yeah. Why is my, is this my virtual camera? Yeah, why is my virtual camera? here. I don't need the, let's see, what do I, oh, cool. This camera is, oh no, this camera's freaking out too. Maybe I just not look at the cam. Let's say don't look. Wow. So why are you following this, yeah, you're not. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, now it's happy. Of course it's happy. I guess that's I just can't follow right now. So let me just delete this. Oh, oh my God! I see what I did, Ron. I'm following the mouse cursor. I thought that was the case. It was following the mouse cursor, and now I can look at the. Oh my goodness gracious! Now I can look at this person. Um, yeah, and feel like okay, I'm good. But honestly, I don't feel like the mouse follows any usefulness. Um, yeah, and now, I mean, you could actually follow the mouse cursor. I don't feel like there's an issue with that. But yeah, I feel like I'm not sure why. I guess the camera is like jittering because it's like it's trying to follow the mouse, even though the mouse isn't changing. Let me say no. Let me say look at the. Okay. Well, that's interesting to say the least. Is positioned on the same point in which it's trying to look. Interesting. Yeah. So under here, you can just say, hey, you're here, not here, and then activate that. Your aim. Look target required. Oh yeah, for aim. There, okay, let me turn on the mouse cursor. Sorry if I'm spazzing everybody out with my horrible yeah, so somehow I feel like yeah, so the issue here is the mouse cursor is trying to well, shouldn't this tell us, right? Under the here, the mouse cursor script. Um oh, not the mouse cursor, sorry, the mouse the UI mouse, right? So here, yeah, so the camera object is going to point to the unit camera, which is correct. But do we need to actually point at this camera? Like this camera is camera.main. Let's say this is untagged and this is camera.main. There we go. Oh, oh, oh crap. Yes, but, let me see what happened here. Camera.gameObject is null. That's what it's telling me right now. Here, okay, let me clear, then hit play. Yeah, so this on awake is telling me that yeah, right here, the game object is null because this is not sitting on a game object? Oh my God, don't tell me that's not sitting on a game object. How do I, okay, well, let me argue with this a little bit more and say that if I say serialized field camera, main camera equals null, can I drop that there? I feel like the answer is no, but I just want to know if I can. Yeah, so I need a cinema, so it's cinemachine dot virtual camera. Yes. Now I can drop this camera here, and then I can actually just show that u equal to the instance dot main camera. Oh, which is would actually have to be this right here, and then the orthographic. Yes, so the the orthographic, virtual camera. Oh, interesting. So you need to be the virtual camera game object. Okay. Which is a, yes, which is a game object. So now I can just say, hey, this camera object right here. Yeah, so you don't have a screen point to world point as well. Interesting. So maybe it has a better option for me and it might handle screen points arrays better, but it seems like I'm gonna have to, this is what one thing I hate about working with this Unity and stuff like that is the fact that when you you change what you're doing, it's like, oh, well, now you got to change everything because you broke everything. And it's like, okay, so by using this virtual camera, and again, like I can't just call the game object, right? To me, it's like, it seems like here we can actually, let me reverse a lot of this code. Um, oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, let's just go camera.main. But I guess the problem really is on the awake here that there is no camera object, right? So there's no camera.main. That would be the problem, not the, but really I could just say the main camera, right? On here, just say the camera object equals the main camera dot game object. And I feel like, is that going to be, oh, the camera object. Yeah, right here. Oh, camera object right here. Hit play. Yeah, so it did find the game object, so that's good at least. But yeah, so now it's arguing. Here let me say Google, 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 help me. Unity, Cinemachine, tutorial would be nice. Screen point to Ray. Recasting with virtual cameras. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yeah. So this is talking about from 2019. I don't know. Let me say all filters. Oh God, how do I? Yeah, here we go. Tools, anytime, past year. Yeah, so, oh God. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, so this is just using a camera. Good God. Come on, people. Yeah, and here's the read value from the new input system. Yeah, it just feels like everybody just keeps using the Oh, this is, yeah, it doesn't, it's not focused on the camera specifically, but um, yeah. It feels like I'm not the only one in the past. Um, yeah. It's like, okay, well, how do I raycast, right? Cinemachine. Maybe I'm, yeah, I just, maybe I'm thinking about it all wrong, where I'm thinking about the cameras not forward, right? The camera's forward as the origin and then a direction. I don't know. I feel like I'm overthinking this and it's probably, yeah. I mean, it's just, and I also feel like I should just be building 2D games at this point because I'm just not ready for 3D. It's just, it's one of those things I'm thinking about. It's like, if I can't really wrap my head around what I'm trying to do in 3D. Although, I feel like this is a great time to, here, let me, um, God, it's like, I feel like people like help hold themselves back because they're like, Prison Architect 2 is what I'm talking about. I mean, this is like, oh my God, this is an amazing video. So if you haven't watched this, yeah, go watch this video. I don't know, here we can, yeah, it's so cool. And it's such an amazing video in terms of like, I feel like this is like, where it's like go from 2D to 3D. It's like one of the greatest videos I've seen in such, I'm not sure how they, that must be those all must mean animations and not graphics, but yeah. I feel like to me it's also like looking at their systems, it's like how are they um I wonder how they're handling their stairs, for instance. Um yeah, it just yeah, I love this. He's like, "Oh, I'm out. Yay! Yay, I'm free." Oh, yeah, it's 3D, but yeah, it's just to me it's amazing. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so like here again, so this is just amazing in terms of I don't know, the stairs are so small. I mean, it's just I guess it's all just in 3D and I mean, it's just wow. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to know your cameras and your angles and your things. And there again, the roof tearaway here is amazing. There's probably a roof. Like if you zoom up one more, there's a roof. Yeah, it's just, and there again, you got this. I don't know if this is I guess this is not I wonder if this is like a second layer. Like this is layer one, layer two, layer three. It's hard to see. It doesn't feel like it because and maybe this is 6 feet. But yeah, it's just the angle, everything's just so amazing. Um, yeah, and how, yeah, yeah, and how this all, I love the 2D, 3D. I mean, it's like, oh my God, is that a thing? Oh, and here, like, this is amazing here where you can see like the digital, like, oh no, we're in a simulation. I could see the digital footprint. Anyways, I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'm just rambling. But yeah, I feel like that's just really cool, and I love that yeah, it could be a showcase all of itself. I feel like I've screwed myself over with my cameras, but maybe there's a way to do it. Um, but there again, maybe I shouldn't be relying on the camera. Um, yeah, I guess the unit is at a certain point, so I could just yeah. I think I saw that way as well. I want to say that I was trying to throw massive issues at this and I solved it by saying the unit is at 000. So I know where the camera is pointing at the unit. So if I'm this over here, I know I'm essentially 4 unit spaces away, on this plane here. So yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, I was also thinking, Tari, looking at this texture, I was thinking like, hey, I've been trying to mess with this textures on this kind of level. It's like, well, honestly, if this is a black dot and this is a white dot, I mean, that's just texture data. So I could just take all my, my um, Conway's Game of Life and just put it into texture coordinates and you know do everything in texture and so, I mean again that's a whole nother level of craziness right there that I just don't have. But anyways, so yeah, I'm not sure. I guess we'll really have to see what to do. But yeah, I think that's we'll call it here. But come back hopefully in a couple hours. Oh, did I? Oh, I killed OBS. Did I really kill OBS? I don't know. OBS is still running somewhere. Oh, looks like I've killed OBS. I guess I'm still streaming, but there we go. OBS died. Like, is that possible? Yeah. Sorry. I guess somehow I. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna get some dinner. Like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours past dinner, and then we'll pick this up and decide what to do and how to fix this, and probably fix it